There's an ever-increasing desire, especially amongst millennials, to be financially free. We want that work-life balance, and we're actually willing to put in a little extra work to be able to get that. If you clicked on this video, I'm sure you are willing to devote some of your extra time, some of your spare time, and be flexible with it in order to create another stream of income. As big brands such as eBay and Amazon are growing, it's just creating more and more opportunities for everybody else. If you haven't already clicked on to what this video is about, it's about side hustles, and it's a rising trend. Let's look at some statistics.
So I've been in the realm of side hustles for a while now, but I found it really interesting what I found from research. So millions of people in Britain are already doing side hustle jobs. Why? To pursue their passions and to earn more money. It's no longer the norm for you to have one day job. The reason for this trend is because of the shift in millennial attitudes. This is because technology has advanced. This is because everybody has a smartphone and everybody has access to internet on the go. Almost 2/5 of UK workers now have a side hustle, and that number is expected to increase to half of the adult population by 2030. That's 10 years from now, guys. With 66 million people in the UK, that's 40%. 40% of the UK, that is huge. So we definitely have to find problems, and we definitely have to solve them, and hopefully we can do that with something that we're passionate about.
Is this crazy or what? My name is Alex, and this is Stewards of Wealth, where I provide tips and information to get you financially free sooner. So the majority of people have a day job, whether it's 9 till 5 or something similar. And nowadays, it just doesn't cut it to just have one job, especially if you're trying to be financially free. The reason I got into side hustles is to kind of get out of the rat race. I wanted the work-life balance, and I was willing to be flexible with my spare time to get there. So I hope that some of these ideas that I give you provide you with a little bit of inspiration. So my 9 till 5, kind of, is being a teacher. And as much as I love education, I love teaching, I love learning, it just doesn't make me financially free. So I started to dabble in a few side hustles, right? One of them being YouTube, which you're experiencing right now. So I have come up with a list of side hustles that I think would benefit you, and you can start these with little to no money. Remember, choose a side hustle that best fits you. There's no point trying every single side hustle out there and not really mastering any. Jack of all trades, master of none. So let's get started. So the first side hustle that I recommend to you is YouTube. Now, if you're okay with being in front of the camera, you could teach your audience something that they might need to know. This could be in mechanics, fixing your car. This could be cooking. This could be educating somebody in English or a music lesson. It could be anything. Or maybe it's just a day in the life. People are really interested and want to be entertained. So whether it's you teaching them something, or whether it's you entertaining, or whether it's not you in the camera at all, as long as it's teaching your audience something, they're most likely going to watch it. It is a time-consuming side hustle by the time the video is shot, and then it's edited and everything that goes in between and the back of the scenes. However, it is something that you can start straight away. The second side hustle that you can look into is blogging. Now, maybe you're not too comfortable in front of the camera, but you do like writing. Blogging is a great way to get the message out there. Same kind of thing as YouTube. You're teaching or you're entertaining, you're informing your audience. However, this is more in terms of blogs or websites. The third side hustle you can get involved with is tutoring. Again, if you know something, you could do small classes online or in a centre with the knowledge that you have. That could be something as simple as teaching English. If you're watching this video right now, you know English, right? So with a little bit of education, you could then transfer that knowledge onto somebody that wants to learn. You could do this through Zoom or Skype. There's lots of different places, lots of different platforms where people want to learn language, and you would obviously do a little bit more research into that. The fourth side hustle you can get involved with is social media marketing. Social media marketing is a side hustle that you could get into to help those smaller businesses promote themselves and make sure they have an online presence. Now, the majority of businesses don't want to be tied down to the social media online aspect of marketing their business. They genuinely just want to do their field. For example, a dentist doesn't want to do marketing, they just want to clean and fix teeth, right? So social media marketing is definitely a very, very good route to get into. Now, Now, if you're willing to get a bit more hands-on with some of the skills that you might have, or you might even be able to learn, then here are a few side hustles that I think might help you. You could start a cleaning business, and to be honest, you don't actually have to do the cleaning yourself. You could outsource that to an employee to start with, and you will quickly see that that will start to grow. Depending on what you charge your business or your client, you could still make a profit from day one. Another side hustle is using the same strategy as with the cleaning business, where you are going to employ somebody and then put them to work. You could hire out equipment, whether that be a popcorn machine, candy floss machine, inflatables. You could hire them out, deliver them to the party or the event, and then obviously receive the profits of that. Another side hustle is actually hiring out the party venue itself. Now, there's a little bit more risk attached to this because you will need to obviously have a contract with that venue to let that property out, and you need to make sure that it is actually in demand in your area. However, there could be huge profits for people that just need a space to do their event. Another side hustle is getting into DIY work. You'll be surprised how many people are actually willing to pay for certain services. Things such as painting and decorating, things such as gardening, right? Some people even go to the lengths of having their ironing done for them. And many people have their houses cleaned these days because they're so busy with their day jobs and their side hustles. If you like to be in the kitchen, maybe cooking, prepping meals for people, or even baking. I remember looking at a cake for my daughter and looked at the starting price of some of these cakes, and they were absolutely ridiculous prices. But obviously there's a market for it. It's a special occasion thing, and people will pay for a nice design cake that is obviously homemade. Another side hustle is painting nails or nail art. This is very expensive. If you've ever been to the nail salon, you know that it's about £30, £35 and up. So if you're willing to offer those services at a cheaper rate and maybe be mobile, then you could get a lot of business that way. Adding on to that side hustle, you could also be a makeup artist if you're very good with cosmetics. This could be for events or maybe just teaching people how to do their makeup. This is a rising trend, and makeup and cosmetics is a huge industry. So I don't think you'll be short of work. You could open up an Etsy store if you're good at crafts or designing, things like making daily planners, making wedding invites, save the dates. This is where I got started. That's another great idea if you are creative. You could offer a pet sitting service where you take care of that animal whilst the client is away, and you could also be a dog walker to make sure that whilst they're away, their animal is well taken care of. Another side hustle is babysitting. If you're good with children, you could offer your services, and that could be done through an app called Bubble or childcare.co.uk. If you're any good with the camera, which most people have got pretty good these days because of the technology improvements in smartphones, then you could get into photography. People are having events all the time. They want photo shoots for the new baby, they want photo shoots for their wedding, for their birthdays, for their anniversaries. And if you get pretty good with the camera and invest in good editing software and editing knowledge, then you could become a photographer that becomes well known very, very quickly. Because there's a rise in online purchases, there's more opportunity for you to be a delivery driver, whether that's for Amazon, Yodel, Hermes, eBay, whoever it might be. You could deliver the goods and end up with a profit. So capitalize on what you really enjoy to do in your spare time already, and then work out how you can get paid for it. Here are a few more ideas, and I'm going to quick fly through these. Pet grooming, starting a food truck, affiliate marketing,
marketing focus groups, write resumes, house sitting, mystery shopper, surveys, wash cars, nearly new sale, Airbnb, write a book, write an online course, investing, typist, tutor. Go onto TaskRabbit, see what tasks need doing in your area, recycle your smartphone, social media marketer, create a website, be a graphic designer, tours of your local area, especially if it's a popular place like London, create an online course, become a personal assistant, personal trainer,
personal shopper, personal chef, copywriter. The list goes on. So hopefully some of these ideas have made you think, well, that might just suit me. Dabble in a few of them, see what suits. If it doesn't, move on to the next one. It's important that you're also happy with spending your spare time investing in this idea. Once one idea is established, you can then move on to the other. And on you will see that you'll start with 500 to 1,000 to 1,500 additional income as time goes on. Some of these side hustles you might need to register, so make sure you do your research into the side hustle chosen. However, all of these side hustles do require very little to no money down. So if you've made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I've given you a little bit of inspiration into what you could do for your side hustle. If you have decided on one or you're kind of thinking about doing one, please do let me know. I love reading your comments, and you can leave that down below. If you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and help me to grow this channel by subscribing and tapping that notification bell so you don't miss any new content. Remember guys, all of these side hustles are going to require you to be flexible and put a little bit of effort in. I'm sure you will see the fruits of your labour. Okay guys, until the next one, see you later.